Hello, everybody, and welcome. I have no idea where this is going to fall within the series, so I'm just going to say welcome to Let's. I'll edit it in later and say let's. No, what am I going to say? I'm going to say welcome to Let's Make a Welcome to Let's Make a Sci-Fi RPG Part 19. In the last episode, we brought in player 2.0 and we were testing him out. We transferred everything from the original player onto player 2.0 and we tested him out within the game to make sure everything worked. And it seemed to. I'm trying to open my script so that I can talk while Visual Studio's opening. Yes, so there were some issues. We noticed the player was moving quite slowly, even when I bumped up his speed. He seemed to go faster when he was shooting, don't know why. There was some issues with his collider. The enemies kept shooting when they were dead. And their dissolve effect wasn't working. Is that everything? I think I wrote a little list. So what I have is enemy shader, weird, because it's not working properly. Oh no, the shader is weird itself. When you see the enemies, they're kind of like flickering in and out. Dissolve, not working. Player speed is off. Player collider is off. UI needs to be done so that it's not just this green text. I'm going to put in some proper UI for the health, for the conduit count, and for the repair count maybe. I need to do a proper main menu screen, win screen, lose screen, and pause menu. I need to add in more lights. I need to build out the engine room, build out the bridge, and then if I have time, build out the sick bay and the science lab. I have approximately 2 days, so we'll see how much of that I can get done in the next 2 days. Anything I don't get done in the next 2 days can be done after that. It's just to hand up the assignment. I have 2 days to get it in time so he can correct it and hand it up to the college. But once the assignment's done, I can take my time, add in as much as I want, do whatever I want. And I hope I don't have any issues with OBS or Unity. OBS is saying encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings or using a faster encoding preset. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn, because I had an issue in the last video I recorded where it kind of glitched out on me. And it might be something to do with this. Like the error keeps going away and coming back, so I'm not too sure. I'll have to look that up. But for now, I'm going to just turn down the settings on OBS. Just because I'm also exporting the last video that I recorded and edited while running Unity and Visual Studios and OBS, so my computer might just be kind of getting a little bit overworked. So bear with me, I will be back once I've once I've changed the settings in OBS, and hopefully Visual Studios will be open by then. Okay, I'm back. And immediately get that encoding overloaded error, but it's gone. And we'll see. If anybody knows, comment below. In the meantime, I've gotten it in a few videos and I haven't really had that many issues so far with it being any kind of problem. I will have to look that up and see why it's doing that and what the problem is and how to properly fix it. As you can see, fuck off. Go up. As you can see, Visual Studio still has not opened. So the reason I'm opening the enemy script is that I think it should be a fairly easy fix to stop them from shooting when they die. Which I haven't even put on my list, but, you know, let's do what we can first. I was convinced that I had fixed the shader graph problem. And at the end, that, you know, because I knew I had the issue that the enemies weren't appearing in the game properly. And I thought I figured it out and fixed it. Maybe I only fixed it in the test scene and I never applied it back to the prefab. So once we do this, we can go back to the test scene and see. So we have the update. Enemy patrol, enemy death, enemy fire is here. So I have a bool, I think. Enemy move, where's enemy dies? Where's enemy dies? Enemy death. If current health. So I do have a bool for dead. Right, I'm not doing this. Ragdoll controller, enemy nav mesh, rigid body dot add force, and invoke start dissolve. Okay, so while dead is false, this is enemy death. A particle emitter. Invoke dissolve, and I'm gonna start dissolve. Holy mother of Christ! While emitter.active is false, dissolve effects. I've got so much stuff going on here. And then you break it out. So this is a while loop. While emitter.active is false. So we're dissolving the body. Dissolve effects is instantiating the dissolve effect particle emitter. Game object.set active to false. Evoke disable enemy. Okay. It's a bit crazy. Basically, because I made the enemy in different parts, I had a different material on the eyeball, a different material for the iris, a different material for the eyelids, a different material for his teeth and his body. I had a load of different materials, right? So then I had to create a shader graph for each material to dissolve each material, because when I got the dissolve effect working, it was only working on his body, because that's the only material I had it on. So his eyeballs, his teeth, the spikes on his boots, all that other stuff was still there. So I had to create shader graphs for each of those materials so that they would all dissolve. And this is what this is. So this is getting... if you watched the video where I set up the dissolve effect in shader graph, I made them all properties that I could edit in the inspector in Unity. But the shader graph has an ID for each of those properties. So the dissolve body, that would have been the dissolve time, I think, and that was the property within the shader graph. So that was the one at 0 it was not dissolved, and at 1 it was fully dissolved. So current float is mathf.lerp, so that's just slowly sliding from 0 to 1 over time, and that is for the body. And we do the same for the eyeball. It's the same code, so it's the same for the eyeball. It's even the same property, so it's got the same, it's basically the exact same code. It's just you're getting the body material, the eyeball material, the teeth material, the eyelid material, the iris material, and the weapon material, because, you know, his weapon wasn't dissolving either. Dissolve effects is, instead of having them look like they were being vaporized, which is what I was originally planning, I have them now hopefully looking like they're being beamed out, a la Star Trek. So I created a little particle effect for that. So the particle effect will play, then it will dissolve effects. So, right, start dissolve. So when the enemy dies, start dissolve will play the dissolve effect, and then it will do all this shit. Dissolve the enemy. And then eventually it will disable the game object so that it looks like he's disappeared. And he won't be being rendered anymore. So that's cool. Quite a complicated code. We're just going to collapse these down. I don't think there's any issues with these yet. On particle collision, so if the player shoots him, it will take damage from the projectile. I might change that to player projectile. We'll check. Anyway, we're on a mission. I can't get distracted. Shot effect is fine. That's his weight at the waypoints. That's fine. His patrolling is fine. His death, right. Well, that is equal to false. We're not using that anymore. If current health is less than or equal to 0, dead is equal to true. So he dies. And then what I want to say is... Actually, what I might do, because this is on trigger exit, can shoot is false. I already got a can shoot. On trigger can shoot is true. So if current health is less than or equal to 0, what I might just do is can shoot is equal to false. So he's no longer able to shoot if he's dead. So that should stop him from shooting me when he dies. That should be okay of the death. On trigger exit, so if the player leaves his range, can't see the player, he can't shoot, and he's not walking, he'll go back to his patrol. On trigger enter, you can see the player and you can shoot. That's fine. That's fine. Go away. Fire weapon. If time to time is greater than next, and can shoot is true. Spell that right. True. So if you can see the enemy, or if you can see the player, no, sorry, wait. Fire weapon. If it's if the time that's passed is greater than your next fire, so the delay between bullets, I guess, and you're able to shoot, then you will start the routine shot effect and increase your fire rate. I don't know what that's really doing. Avoid enemy move is walking is true. You do the nav mesh shit, so he walks around, and your void updates. So you've got move, fire weapon. Oh, that's if can see player is true. Yeah, if can see player is true, you're going to move. I could have put it here as well if can shoot is true, fire weapon. Otherwise, patrol. And then you've got death happening, just declaring all your things, all the dissolve materials that I put in, dissolve rates, all that kind of cool stuff. Let's take a quick look at the player script as well, which because force of weapon impact. Oh, his weapon is false. His weapon is true. This is all player movement stuff. Oh, he's only got player movement on this. Okay, that's fine. So weapon pickup, win area, airlock inventories, one level, player fire, level control to destroy laser, player fire, let's have a quick look, fire weapon. If you have true and you're holding down the mouse button, shoot laser. That's fine. Okay. So we're gonna just we're gonna test this. We are going to test it. Okay, 13 frames per second. There must be too much going on. We will see how this goes. I'm not entirely sure. Importing scripts. That's okay. So this is Player 2.0, if you haven't seen him. I did unwrap him in Maya. You can see the scene. That's kind of annoying. If I had just done a plain color, Substance Painter would have painted over the scenes, but because this actually has a texture to it and a pattern to it, the seams become a little bit more obvious, and it's kind of strange the way it lights up. It lights, it's not even with the seam, you'd think it would still light uniformly across the back. It doesn't. Now we're getting 33 frames per second now. Let's hit play. Will it let me play? So we're gonna take the weapon. In the last video we did check the player. It seemed, other than its speed and collider issues, it seemed to be working okay. So what we're gonna do is what are we gonna do? So right now we're going to test if the enemy shoots when dead. So we're just gonna make a little list, shoots when dead. Then I want to go to the test scene and see if the dissolve is working there, and if so, I can apply it back to the prefab, and that should make it work here. You'll see, if you haven't seen the last video, you'll see what I mean about the enemies being a bit weird. See if dissolve is working. If it's not, I don't have time to waste. And I did spend ages before trying to get it to work. And I thought I got it working. So, well, you know what? We'll wait and see. Fix player speed. And fix player's collider if I can. Player collider. And then we will see where we go from there. It doesn't seem to want to play though. Come on, play. Play has been pressed. Please play. I don't have time for this. This is due like now. Well, I got 2 days. But still. Play. Play for the macaw. We'll just wait. We'll just wait. So yeah. If you watched the last video, I wonder if there's any point. I was going to say, if you've watched the last video and you saw anything else that I might have missed that I should fix, comment it below. Well, do it anyway, because even if I don't get the video uploaded before I've sent this in to be graded, at least then I can, if you comment on the video, and the same with this one, if you see anything that needs to be fixed in this one that I don't get around to doing, comment it below. I can add it to the list and I can continue working on it at a later date, you know, because I'm not just giving up on this once it's handed up. I'm going to keep going with it, and I'm going to try and pad it out and put in all the stuff that I wanted to put into it that I either didn't / don't know how to or didn't have time to. And then I might even expand on it and do some other levels as well. I say might. I probably will. It's a more than likely, almost definite certainty. If that makes sense. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Let's see. Things are turning blue. I do like the texture on the jacket. It's a Substance Painter Substance Painter? Yeah, Substance Painter texture. And I think it was just called like Sci-Fi fabric. And it is a sci-fi fabric. It's pretty cool. I like the way it looks. I've made him a little bit fishy. He's got a fin on his head instead of a dick. So, sorry, player one. Oh, dickhead. What we might do is put him in somewhere as an Easter egg or an NPC or something, because I can always retopologize him and make him more game friendly and less high poly. If you've been following this series and you've been paying attention to the statistic, I'm going to point at the screen like you can. Oh no, like you can fucking see me. Oh no, OBS is really chugging here. Computer doesn't like this. Computer doesn't like this. Okay. Yeah, OBS went fucking nuts. But I lowered the preset. I don't know. Okay, well, I don't know how this is gonna work. I'll have to look at this video when this is all over. We are getting 0 frames per second right now, guys, which is great. Really don't think my computer likes having a high poly Unity level open, OBS recording it, and Premiere Pro exporting a video. It's not happy. Well, that's just, the way it is. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if what I was saying before I noticed that OBS was actually having a complete panic attack, if you've been following along with the series so far, and you've been paying attention to that statistics box in the top right of the screen, I was going to say you should notice. Early on, when I had... I was going to say about the frames. No, not the frames. The frames are still shit. But when I had the original player in there, the triangles were up at about 7 or 8 million. And now they're down to 432.3 thousand. So that's good. That's a lot less. I just don't know if this is going to work. Come on, is it going to do anything? Or is Unity just going to crash on me? 0.1 frame per second, yay! This is great. Oh, OBS is going again. Oh. Using a faster encoder preset. Okay. OBS shot itself again. Keeps shitting itself. It seems like if Unity's working, OBS doesn't want to work. Okay. No. So just try and be very careful, because I'm going to keep an eye on OBS, but I'm not sure if the jankiness is going to be OBS or... Oh, okay, we fell down. Oh no. Am I stuck? Am I stuck? What am I stuck on? I'm not... Oh, for fuck's sake. This is a great start. I'm not stuck on anything. Crouch. What if I crouch? Whoa. Can I crouch and move? No. What the fudge? What is going on there? See that? It's like he's... It's like a shadow. Also, when he crouches, the the game should... What's going on here? Come on. Oh, am I actually stuck? It does appear so. I'm going to stop this. Okay. Well, that didn't go well, did it? That did not go well at all. I don't have time for this. My worry now is that I won't be able to, if recording this while working is too intense for my computer, I may not be able to record it. Because I have to get this work done for the assignments. Shit. Well, we'll keep trying. What I might do is, while this is doing some stuff, maybe I'll just have a quick look on the internet to see if there's anything I can do about that encoder issue with OBS. Or maybe I'll just mess with the settings a little bit more. It says something about using a faster encoder. I've used the lowest setting. Stop playing. You know what? I'm just going to quickly try it straight away again, and see what happens. See if we get any further. Because, we might not. Let's just click if it will let me. Will it let me do anything? No. Oh no. OBS. So no. Every time I look at OBS, it seems to be using a faster encoding. Lower the video settings or use a faster encoding preset. It's at the lowest video setting that is there. As for the encoding presets, I'm not quite sure which is the best one to use or what the difference is between them. Or that was a very strange sound. I just saw this going, oh, nothing was assigned. Maybe that's why the enemies are being weird in this level. But I have the script selected, not the actual enemies. But that's something I can check. Are the materials properly assigned? And the effects and the particle emitter and all that kind of stuff. We can check that. OBS is go. Oh, there's OBS back. Okay. Kind of wondering how many. This is going to be a fun video to edit. Come on. Move, 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 move. 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 Okay. Okay. We've got 20 frames per second. See, when I tested this yesterday, I was getting like 40, 50 frames per second. I don't think I can go down this. I tried it yesterday. There we go. We are no longer stuck. Okay. Oh, there's some enemies. You can see, look at their legs. Sorry, it's fading in and out. It's quite strange. Oh, don't. If I stop talking or moving, not in-game on the video, we can say it's because OBS shot itself again. I'm going to take a look. Whoa. Shooting is probably not going to be a good idea because that tanks the frame rate, but we'll just shoot once. Pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. So nice. So we're going to see, I got to kill an enemy. No, he's shooting. They're shooting. Ooh, this is not going to be good. Oh. Frames. One's dead. Two dead. They're not shooting at me. These should be beaming out. These should be beaming out. They are not beaming out. They're still there, but they do get deactivated. So the dissolve is not working, but they didn't shoot me. Oh, hello. Oh, you're too far away, are you? Stop shooting at the ground. Point your gun up, you dingbat. The gun is tied to his animation. So, come here. Come here, you little prick. I'm in range of you now. Come on, turn around. Start shooting. Oh, he's dead. Shum shum shum. He's dead. And he's still there. Okay. So the enemies no longer shoot. When test enemy shoots when dead, that's done. He does not, so that is done. So we've got a lot of other stuff to do. Okay, we're gonna go to my scenes, and we're gonna go to my test scene. Or was it my party? I think it was the test scene. It's either the test scene or the particle sandbox. I think it was the test scene where I tested the enemies and their shape. It was not this scene. Okay, particle sandbox. OBS is being a bitch. So we go to the enemies. Just have a look at them. Enemy. We got this guy. And it's kind of down here. I think it's on his body. It's got all the shader graph stuff. I'm gonna hit play and see what they look like in the game. Do they start getting weird again? Or did I fix it? If I fixed it here, it should work in game. No, they're still weird. And they don't dissolve. Interesting. What is going on here? Dissolve time is at 1. If I put this up, what is this? This is the iris. Okay. Is this the issue? That they were like half dissolved? I should just do this for all of this stuff. What's the body at? Is this the body? I don't know. This is dissolving everybody. What we've got here is the eyelids and boots, eyeball. We've got the teeth. We've got the iris. The body doesn't seem to have a dissolve thing. Enable GPU instancing? I don't know if that's going to do anything. Just go here. Where's this? Go to new. Enemy textures. Enemy to window body. Don't hit play again, just have a look. Are they all like this? Is there one guy who's not fading in and out? Like this guy? He looks alright. The rest of them are a bit... Oh yeah. He's a little bit funky. It's hard to tell. Oh no, he's getting a little bit funky. Why? Why is he getting a little bit funky? Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. I need to fix this. I need to fix this. Right. Okay. Okay, go to this guy. I'm gonna... the iris, not that important. Come on, yeah, man. What I think I can do, because I don't have time to mess around with shader graph right now, is because the particle effect is working, I can probably just animate the opacity of the enemy. So he slowly fades out, just, you know. Not going to be the same, but it gives the idea that I want. And I'm hoping that the issues of the enemy kind of glitching in. I think I brought in an enemy that just had the standard textures on it straight from Substance Painter and didn't have the shader graph shader on it. So, and that was fine. And then I switched them all over to the shader graph and they all started going this way. So if I don't make it shader graph, just kind of go lit, because he will need to be lit. I don't know which enemy I'm selecting. Let's just focus in on this dude. Let's focus in on this dude. Enemy 2 and Control Shift F. Get my camera. So it's this guy we're looking at. Let's move it a little bit quick closer so I can just see. Control Shift F. So there we go. Enemy 2.0 low. So right now that was just his iris. HDRP lit. So teeth. We're going to go to HDRP lit. Got the normal and all that kind of stuff. So the maps. Sorry, still there? Yeah. So its maps are there. Not what I wanted to do. Eyeball. HDRP lit. So that's that one. Eyelids. Let's go with, because we are in the high definition render pipeline, just in case anybody was wondering. HDRP lit. And body. Let's see what happens when I change that body. HDRP lit. Oh, it did not like that. I apologize because I kind of stopped looking at OBS. I apologize if my video and audio is getting funky. There's not much I can do about that, really. Oh, no. It did not like that. It did not like this at all. Surface inputs, because it's not got maps. So go to the enemy body. What do we need? We need the normal. No, the base map, so we need the base color. Go in here. Okay. We'll need the normal map. Body normal to go in here. That should give it a little bit more detail. There we go. The question would be, will I have to do the opacity for each of these guys on their own? And also, where is it? Where is the opacity? Anyway, let's just hit play and check out this guy and see if he starts getting funky. If he doesn't, we can work with this. Well, he was he started funky, but looking at compared to the rest of them, he's okay. Even the gun is being weird. I don't understand it. The capsule's not being weird. The capsule's not moving. Is it something to do with the fact that they're moving and the way the light's interacting with it? I don't know which one is the guy anymore. I'm just hoping he'll come back and I'll be able to be like absolutely certain that he's okay. Because I tested out the textures on the capsule first. That's why that capsule is there. Oh, nope. Oh, well, the gun hasn't. I haven't changed his gun. Where would his gun be? Under his spine. His spine, his spine, his right shoulder? Is he right-handed or left-handed? Which way did I make him? Left shoulder? Wrist? Rifle. Here we go. Which has HDRP lit. Doesn't have any of its textures though, so we're gonna have to put them in. Where was it? It was in the rifles. Rifles. So a base map. I'm just gonna search for rifle. That one and normal map. Just search for rifle. That's the normal map. Let's see what that does. Now, actually, if I take this guy and I go to overrides, enemy, character joints, mesh renderer, screen mesh renderer, will it apply the new? Just going to apply all. Will it apply the changes I've made to the shaders? Will it apply that to the other guys? Let's check. This guy, enemy, HDRP lit. It seems to have done that. Let's just take it. That's not the scene view. That's the scene view. All right, let's hit play now, and then they should, if they've all got the HDRP lit stuff, it should be better. They should all be there, and none of them should be fading in and out. Okay. So it's a problem with the shader graph. I'm gonna have to. Oh, there's one of them who's. One of them is still fading in and out. Two of them aren't. Two of them aren't so far. Let's go and check them also. What's strange? He's fine. He's fine. You enemy 2.0. Oh, it's you HDRP lit. HDRP lit. For the body, you've still got a strange. Where has it gone? HDRP lit. You still have a strangeness to you, and you have all of them as shader graph. Okay, well, you need them all back to HDRP lit. I don't know why. HDRP lit, HDRP lit. I'm hope that's the body. The body doesn't like when I do that. Everything else seems fine. You still have all your maps, right? You still have your base map and your normal map. The body just doesn't. Okay. Well, body base color will go here, and body normal will go here. Those are the only two I'm using at the minute, because anytime I added the like metallic height roughness, it caused issues again. You're lit, you're not, so you need to be HDRP lit. You need to be HDRP lit. You need to be HDRP lit. And okay, I suppose I should check all their rifles as well, but fuck it now. Test it now. Now I gotta find out how to change the opacity. So none of them should be fading in and out. So we got two that are okay. I'm not gonna know if any of these guys are. Which one's there? They're not coming back to this guy. Come on, they're all stuck. Well, poo. Oh, you've got weirdness to you, and your gun is still okay. I have to go through them all. Fine, you are cool. Let's find your gun. Spine. There's left shoulder, I think. Elbow, wrist. Your rifle is shader graph. We'll put you to HDRP lit. We will put in a base map for a rifle base. That's the color, and a normal map for a rifle normal. That's you done. Why are you red? Missing. Enemy 2.0. How's an emitter? Missing. None of them are. Enemy hip, target sphere. So we've got enemy hip, thigh, target sphere. You have an emitter that's missing. Okay, well, I'm gonna delete that. No. Delete that. Because none of the others have it. Strange. Well, first of all, let's check your body. You are fine, except for this. Okay. Where was it? Input. Here we go. Base map. Enemy body. Base color. Base map. And the normal map can go there. And let's find your rifle. Spine. Left shoulder. Left elbow. Left wrist. Rifle. You've got to go HDRP lit. And base map, rifle, put in the base color, and the normal map, rifle, normal. Right. So, all four of them should be fine. I should zoom out, shouldn't I? So zoom out and look at all four of them. That would be a good idea. Well, there's two of them. They look okay. There's a third guy. He looked okay, I guess. I'll stop playing it. I will zoom out. I'll take a look at all four of them. Zoom out. Okay, guys, let's... Oh, idiot. No, idiot. Well, I mean, I can see them all in the scene, but they were fine in the scene view before as well. It was just the game view when I hit Control Shift F. Let's take a look at them all. So yep, they all look good. Okay, now I need to find out. Got rid of the textures for a second. Where would he be? Is he in my prefab enemy 2.0? That's a preset, not a prefab. Prefab player 2.0. We'll close that down for a minute. Enemy 2.0 is here. I'm going to open this prefab and take a look at his low. These are all HDRP lit. HDRP lit. So that's all fine. And his, where's his rifle? Anybody see the rifle? I see a fire point. Rifle is HDRP lit, and it's got its things. Okay. So we know that the prefab is fine. So capsule collider, enemy controller. Just collapse that down for a second. I don't really need any of this. Where? If I was, that's probably on his body, probably skin mesh renderer, materials, casting shadows, light probes, additional settings, exposure weight, tiling, bench, normal, smoothness, metallic, surface. In surface type, well, if I change that to transparent, what's gonna happen? I'm also curious as to why two seem to have one thing and two, even though it's all the same. That's kind of broken unity there. Yep, that's what that's done. There are menu items. Yes. 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 Transparent. Let's see. Does it do anything? It doesn't seem to. Oh, wait. Any mode alpha rendering plans, threshold, alpha clipping, threshold, double-sided, material standard. Well, if I hit play, these two guys have a transparent material on them. Yeah, you get some weirdness there. So no, not transparent, opaque. You still get an alpha clipping stuff and some thresholdy things. I don't know what to do. So I was figuring I could find the opacity and bring that down. But I can't see opacity. Alpha clipping, rendering past default. If I turn alpha clipping off, double-sided, material standard, subsurface scattering, receive decals, receive SSR, specularity, displacement mode, base map, metallic and smoothness, normal map, comp mask, UV, detail map, emission, exposure, emission, and GPU. Okay, it doesn't seem to have. I've got a renderer though. I could turn the mesh. Well, I mean, I could just turn the guy off, I suppose. Because it's nowhere else that I can think of. Rigid body, collision detection, constraints, got a collider, got a script and a nav mesh agent and a script. What if I scaled them down? What if I did a mathf.lurk to scale from the current scale to 0? And it would almost hopefully look like he was getting sucked into. Let's give it a go. Well, we need the script. We need script. So we're going to get a transform. Means all of. I'm going to comment out the code for the shader graph for the dissolve effect. Because I want to go back and get that fixed, and I don't have to rewrite all that code, so I'll just comment out that chunk and then bring in the new thing. I think that's what I'll do. Not in player fire, because I'm still wondering why the player runs faster when I shoot. That's an interesting thing. And why he's, I might need to make that ramp a little bit wider for him to get down and maybe do some other stuff. Why is my screen gone black? Hello, Visual Studio, come back. I'm not done with you. Hello? Hello? Please come back. Oh no. It's not responding. Oh, that's so bad. Please respond. Visual Studio. Respond, please. Oh, be sad. So if I just scale them down, we'll see how it works. Well, we went to the test scene to see if the shader graph was working, and it's not. So we now need to fix the enemy's teleport out, I guess. I guess we'll call it teleport out. We can also reverse that to have a teleport in effect if we wanted to have enemies teleport back in. Oh, come on, Visual Studios, respond. Please. Please. Come on. Well, I guess I'll edit this out. Edit. Oh, yeah, now you fucking work. Okay. Visual Studio's working again, hopefully. Enemy controller. What I could do, just to make life a little bit easier, will I do it? Or is that a bad idea? I was going to say I could comment out the bit that I don't want in this and then create a whole new script that will deal with the enemy dying so that I can test it that way and start like enemy death. What do we want? It was all this dissolve stuff. None of the oh wait, not all the dissolve. The dissolve effect is okay. It's this shit. So what I'm gonna do, if I can remember which way around this goes, I believe it is */ no, /*. There we go, /* down to here, */. So basically in the dissolve we're just doing the dissolve effects, which is the particle. You're gonna instantiate dissolve effect at play, emitter that's set active. And then here we'll invoke disable enemy, I guess, after a couple of seconds. Oh, we could even just do the whole scaly thing here. This is getting a bit complicated. This is the problem with massive, well, it's not even that massive, but big scripts. You don't know what's interacting with what until you get some errors. Okay, so what we want is we don't need the materials right now, so we're just going to comment these out. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Material. That's a oh yeah. A float dissolve rate. Don't need that. Don't need that. And don't need that. Oh, we do need those. Particle emitter and visual effects. Yeah, we definitely need those. We just don't need the dissolve-y stuff. Rigid body, ragdoll controller, all this stuff we do need. Dead we're never using, I don't think. So what we're going to do is get a transform, call it scale. And we're going to say down here, scale is equal to get component transform. So that's going to get its position, its rotation, and its scale. But we can then access the scale. So, so then what you want to do here is say, where did I do the mathf.lerp? So I had the, okay, so we want to get a float current scale, and that's going to be equal to scale dot local scale. It's not liking this. Why? The scale of the transform relative to the parent. Cannot implicitly convert type unity integer to float. Okay. What was it called? Vector 3, I guess. I wonder if it would work as just a var. Yeah. Okay. So we have our local scale. So that's our current scale. Is what we have. I'm going to say a min scale. So we'll do a var min scale will be equal to a new vector 3 dot 0. Maybe that works. Type 0 does not affect. Vector 3, new vector 3 dot. Where is it? Maybe it's not new. Maybe it's just vector 3 dot 0. Shorthand for writing vector 3 0 0 0. Yeah, that's what we want. Then we want to set the current scale. So then we're going to say current scale is equal to mathf dot lerp. And then we want to go from literally between A and B. So we want to go from the current scale. Current scale is equal to So then no. So then we're going to say yeah, we're going to put in a var. Faded scale, maybe we can call it that, because that's what it's going to be when he's like faded out, is equal to mathf.lerp, because I don't think we can do it. Get float current. So what did I have here? I had a max body and a full dissolve, and then a current float is equal to mathf. Yeah, okay. Mathf.lerp. Current scale. So we're going from the current scale to the min scale by let's just go with I'm going to set a float here somewhere. I'll just put it down here. Actually put it here. We're going to make get a serialized field. We're going to make a float scale down time. And we're going to make that equal to 5. And then we're going to come down here, and we're going to say for the time it'll be scale down time. And it's not liking these, because these are vector 3s. Going to convert into vector 3 to float. Okay. Vector scale dot local scale. Dot x comma scale dot local. It's not doing this. Can I put these in brackets? Is equal to scale dot local scale dot local scale dot y and scale dot local scale dot z. And then put that in there. Right. Min scale is equal to vector 3 dot 0. Say that. Current scale cannot convert from float to float. So I can't do it that way. Okay. We've got to transform that scale, right? Maybe I'll change that to a vector 3, that scale, and then we can say no, because then I'd have current scale X, current scale Y, and Z. How do I get them all? How do I get a vector 3 to be a float? How? What if I just... So mathf.lerp isn't working because it needs to be floats, right? Cannot convert from float. Cannot convert from vector 3 to float. What if we just put this to 0? Right. Is equal to 0. That's min scale. Right. Current scale is equal to... This is why we wanted to float. So, what is my enemy's? Well, let's try it this way, right? What is my enemy scale? 1.8264. Is that it? What's the current scale? I don't know what I'm doing. Can you tell? I'm trying some stuff. This is cool. Yeah, so there was a lot. So I'm going to copy this. Control C. I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to say that this is going to be a... This is going to be a float. Nope, not a T float. A float called scale. And it's going to be equal to that. F. So that is what the scale is. That's what its current scale is. So what we have is var current scale is, what's this? Float is no continued definition for local scale. Yes, so that's the float scale. So I have a float that's scale. So current scale. I don't know if this is going to work. Transform dot local scale. I don't think that's dot x. I wonder if we just transform dot local scale. Let's just let's just see this if I can do it. Transform dot local scale. Take the bracket out. Right? Can I do that? Yeah. Current scale is transform dot local scale. Maybe I'll swap that around. So you'll get your local scale. I don't know if I can do this. Transform dot, can I set it here? Local scale is equal to current scale. I don't think I can do it this way. No, because that doesn't exist. Okay, we'll do it the other way then. Current scale, I need to actually make it a variable. Variable current scale is equal to transform local scale. And then I don't think I can do it this way. Scale is equal to current scale, or current scale is equal to scale. I'm going to try it this way. Current scale is equal to scale. No. I'm placing for a flow to math f.lerp. Oh, okay. Current scale dot x. Transform dot local scale dot x. We're going to do a var current scale dot y, which is going to be equal to transform dot local scale dot y. And hopefully you know where I am going. Is declared but never used. That's fine. We will be using it. And then var current scale dot z is equal to transform dot local scale. Have you figured out what I'm doing yet? We are going to map our flurp dot x why isn't it error expected? What's expected? Very current scale dot x. It's expected the name x does not exist in the current context. It's here, right here. It's this guy. This guy here. I might have to retype this whole thing. Current scale dot x. Or maybe not. Oh, I guess just take that out and go current scale x. Current scale x. Do it for this, current scale y, and current scale z. So then we're going to go shaded scale x. Faded scale y. Math f dot lerp. Current scale y. Min scale by scale down time. And faded scale z is equal to math f dot lerp current scale z down to the min scale over the scale down time. And then we're going to invoke disable enemy after, say, 5 seconds. So, because that's what I had here, isn't it? Invoke disable enemy 5, yeah. So, what this all means is, hopefully, when the enemy dies, let's just go back to make sure this works. Enemy death, let's take a look at it, right? If current health is less than or equal to 0, can't shoot is false, so he can't shoot us anymore. Ragdoll controller is going to be on, so he'll ragdoll around the place. Enemy nav mesh is going to be disabled, so enable is false. So the nav mesh doesn't do anything. Rigid body add force, we're going to add a single impulse force, that's what throws him around, and we're going to invoke start dissolve after 5 seconds. So 5 seconds later, we're going to have this, which is while the emitter active is false. I don't know where this is. Oh, emitter active is here. Okay. So while this is false, because it's false to begin with, so this means the visual effects particle emitter that's doing that kind of teleporty cylindrical effect that we saw, while this is false, you're going to start the dissolve effect and then break out of this so that you don't end up in an infinite while loop. And what this means is you're going to instantiate the dissolve effects, which is the particle, that cylindrical particle. You're going to do it at the particle emitter's position with the particle emitter's rotation. So that's what gets it the same position and rotation as the enemy, so that it's not coming, if the enemy's lying on the ground, it's not coming down this way, it's kind of following the enemy. The dissolve effects are going to play it. Emitter active is going to be set to true so that we break out of this while loop. Then we're going to get the current scale of the enemies on the X, Y, and Z. The minimum scale is going to be 0. And then we're going to hopefully transition from its current scale to 0 over the scale down time. And then after 5 seconds, we're going to invoke this. Okay? Does that make sense? Let's see if it works. Because honestly, I have no idea. So we're going to hit play. We're not going to maximize on play because I need to have access to all compiler errors. Whoops. Transform to float. What's going on here? Where's this? Where's my console? Console. Asset enemy controller online. Let's just double. It normally takes you to the script. Okay. Oh, it did. Oh yeah. Get component scale. Get component transform. It's no longer needs that. No. See? Just take that out. Because I've now changed the scale to a float, and that's what the float is. I don't even really know if I need to do that, because down here I'm getting I'm just getting current scale. I'm never really using the scale. I'm just taking the current. I'm just, I'm creating a variable called current scale and I'm setting it to the scale. So I actually don't even need that in theory. So I'm never using it. Any errors? Any errors? Any little red lines, especially down here where I've actually been doing code? Nothing. No. Okay. Save that. Back into Unity. Back to my game view. Yes, I need the inspector because I can, once the scripts recompile, I can use the script to set his health to 0 to simulate him dying, so that I don't actually have the player in here shooting him. So that's why we're gonna just collapse all these guys down as well, because it's on here. I'm gonna do this, and we'll test it on all of them. So it would be their current health, I think, that we need to look for. Current health, yeah. Let's just take all of these so that I can test it on all of them. Is the script open on all of them? It is. Okay, cool. So we're gonna go back to my game and we're gonna hit play. That's pause. We're gonna hit play. And we're gonna hope for the best and see how this works. So this dude, let's focus in on him for a second. Take his current health. I'm not entirely sure which one he is. Where's his health, current health. Down to 0. He is dead. So we're gonna have a look. Come over here. Yep. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to this guy, because that worked, but it wasn't the scale down time, it was the invoke. Okay. Bear with me. I know considering the issues we had with OBS, I may have to edit around that. So even though we're slightly over time, after the edit we might not be. So we're just going to quickly do this. So disable enemy, invoke that's fine, but the dissolve effect happens. You want start dissolve when he dies. Start dissolve after, we'll say 3 seconds. The start dissolve is this dissolve effects, isn't that right? Oh no, it's start dissolve. Oh, which is this, which is just immediately start the dissolve effects, which brings on the particle effect, and maybe bring the scale down time down, which I can do in the inspector, and I will. Scale down time. Let's just pop that to 2, maybe. Come back. Where'd you go? Come back. Get back here. Where's it gone? Doesn't have much agent. Scale down time. We'll set that to 2 just to test it. I'm gonna click on play. I'm gonna current health, just boom, down to dead. Where's he gone? He's over here. He's not scaling. He just disappears. He's not scaling. I'm gonna change these to float. I don't know if there's any difference. Float. It's fine. It should still be fine because they're all floats anyway. Float. Current scale. Float. And then scale is going to be a float. That's nice. Float. And again, these will be floats. Float. Because you just do float current weapon is equal to mathf. So it just, yep. Float. We shall see float. And we're going to multiply this by time dot delta time. We're going to multiply this by time dot delta time. And we are going to multiply this by time dot delta time. I'm going to save all this. We're going to pop back out. What I might do is what might I do? Where you go? I'm going to keep an eye on the scale as well, right? So we're going to hit play. Let me just try to remember this. Is Control P pause? No, Control P is unplay. Okay. Control Shift P. There's a shortcut for Control. Let's wait until later. Control Shift P is pause. Right. Control Shift P is pause. So what I'm going to do is, where is his health? His health is here. So I'm going to play it. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to pause it so that I can find him. He's here. Keep an eye on him. And keep an eye on his scale. So then we're going to unpause. His scale is not changing. He just disappears. Okay. Scale is not changing. Right, well, I don't know. I've got to figure that out, I guess. I thought that would work. Why isn't that working? Okay, well, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to leave it here and figure it out next time. So, yeah. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, share it with anyone you think might be interested, and consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification icon so that you can keep up to date, and we'll see if we ever figure this out. So thanks very much, guys, for watching, and I shall see you all next time.